Hey Cynthia, happy Memorial Day to you too. Yeah, looks like we get High Ground, Snowbound, and Valhalla. There's also the Blam Lobby, or what Decimator told me is Forge. This is the prototype of Forge. Say film. Campaign which isn't there at all. Play the beta, which you can't really do anything there. High Ground, Snowbound, and Valhalla are definitely there. I'm gonna start with Valhalla. Yeah, see, I'm really excited to have this in my possession. I wanted to play this beta so bad when I was younger. Oh, plasma pistol EMPing doesn't work in the beta. That's interesting. I wonder then. Yep, the trip mine has a sticky functionality on here. That's cool. That feels the same like it does in the retail release. Mongoose feels different in a way. Kind of has a close-up look to it too. Although I don't remember if I'm just misremembering. But like when I was playing Halo 3 last Friday, it definitely feels different on the beta than it does on retail release. Wait, does that shoulder plate have the Da Vinci egg on it? I'm gonna have to look at that. Oh, the Spartan laser has a different crosshair too. What are you file transferring, Cynthia? Does power drain EMP work for the vehicles? I'm curious. Oh, that's a way different power drain. Oh, that's cool. It also has a much beefier explosion. What does the missile pod look like? I still got the same. Yep. I know I just went all over the place, but yeah, it looks like you've got the Da Vinci Easter egg from Sandtrap on the right shoulder of my Spartan. That's really cool. Nice, Cynthia. That's awesome. Think you could send me Hit and Run and Need for Speed Underground 1 and Most Wanted as well? If it's not too much trouble. I never played Hit and Run, so. I'm not sure there's much else to see on this version of Valhalla. Oh, wait, maybe I'm standing corrected here. Battle rifle and a brood shot. That's all to see on this map. Sure, I will DM later after I upload to Omega. Thank you very much, Cynthia. I appreciate it. Let's see. Snowbound or high ground? I want to see high ground. I want to see if there were some cut assets in that were omitted from the final build. Because I know that they were talking about those in the developer commentary so long ago when they were doing the Halo VDocs. Vidocs. Yeah. Wonder if that creepy Cortana picture's still there. Remember, if you watch that little portion of the little field monitor on this map, a little creepy image of Cortana would appear. I'm curious if it's in this build too. Might take a minute. I also know that Morse code plays on it too. I wonder. Yeah, it's playing the Morse code messages, but I'm not seeing the creepy Cortana picture, so I have to wonder if it's not in this build. Oh, there it is. Just when you start second guessing yourself, I guess. Body floating physics are a bit off. One thing I definitely noticed is that the gate on this map is actually left open where it was a activated release when you got the final build of the map. It's interesting. I don't know if there's much else to show with high ground here. It's not really looking like there's that many differences between the retail and the beta build of this. Still pretty cool though. Alright, with that being said, let's move on to Snowbound now. Probably show off this stuff too. My service record, definitely was way different compared to what you got back then after the retail release. File share not available. Active transfers. Service tag is kind of all over the place, it seems. Controls, voice. Because why not? Let's make an insignia logo. Or the closest thing I can to an insignia logo. I remember it too, but I could never play it. I was telling Decimator and Audio that I never could play the game when it was out because my dad didn't really want to buy Crackdown just for the Halo 3 beta if it was only going to be so long, and at the time neither of us really had interest in Crackdown at the time. So we'd basically be paying $60 for a very limited time access to the Halo 3 beta, which yeah. Awesome. It's really cool to be able to play this. It's like getting, I guess, closure because I really wanted to see what the beta was like when I was a lot younger, and now I'm able to. It's really cool seeing the differences between the final build and what was available during beta access. Oh, it's just a little tripod with it emitting particles, but it doesn't actually spin around. That's interesting. Oh, this does hurt you. And it kills you. That's interesting. Wouldn't have the same effect that was applied to the ODSTs in base game if that was what was going on there too. Because I know in base game, if you threw a power drain at some of the ODSTs from those Hornets, it would kill them instantly. Is there anything else that's curious? I'm curious. Those seem a bit shinier. And that's really all there is to Snowbound.
Game over.
I want to see what this map editor is like. Well, that's interesting. Definitely had a different way of doing the tools and the icons for placing them. It's got like an XYZ coordinate on there. Wait, what? Oh, you can move trees. Yeah, Decimator wasn't kidding. You really can do different stuff in this. Like small ones, but that's still really cool. Is there anything else you can move? Curious if that's all there is to this with this build of Forge, because I'm not seeing much else there.
Game over.
What does reset map do? I just send you right back to the menu. Did it do anything with Snowbound? Oh, you can move the shield grids. Oh, you can move the turrets too. That's awesome. And the little spikes here. Is there anything else I can move? That looks like it's everything on this.
Game over.
Is there anything on high ground you can edit? So far, it doesn't look like it. Oh, you can move the fences. That's pretty cool. They do move around when you do that, so. That might be everything on this. Although the gate's closed on here, that's interesting. Because it was a remake. Zanzibar was remade into Last Resort for Halo 3. It was on the base game too.
Game
And I think that's all I can do on this map too. As far as the rest of it goes. Armor, it's all called Blam. Get a picture for the Discord. Alright, I think that's really all there is to show here with this multiplayer beta. That's really cool to see all that. I'm glad I finally got to check this out and get my first impressions in because I wanted to play on this when I was a kid and I never could. So, yeah, it's definitely really cool to see this. Big shout out to Decimator Omega for helping make it available to me. And then thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna close it off here now. I hope you had a good time watching. Hope you liked it too.